Psychic medium Sunny Dawn Johnson is our guest host today, and you were saying earlier you started getting this gift when you were about 13 years old.
Yes.
And when did you start actually doing readings for people?
You know, I did them naturally all my life. I always was doing. I just didn't know that's what it was. I kind of thought it was normal until I started asking other people, you know, if they see things and feel things, and then I realized, oh, I'm not normal. I'm different. It took me till I was about 28 to actually start doing it professionally. And I started doing it once. I was with my mother-in-law when she passed, and it was a life-changing experience for me. And then from that point, when she was in spirit, it was like she was haunting me to do my work. You know, like, Sunny, you are not going to get away with this anymore, or hiding in the background. So then it was time.
Now, there are many different ways. We were talking about the way you can get messages. Some people hear things, some people see things, some people just know, clairaudience, clairsentient. There's all these different terms for it. What is your primary sense?
My primary sense is feeling, clairsentient. I have all of the attributes. All of us are psychic. Believe it or not. Everyone gets that gut feeling, has that sense, that intuition. But not everybody likes to own it. That's the difference between intuition is kind of safe. Psychic is like a statement, you know. And so I'm more of a feeler, and that's how I was my whole life. But then as you start to develop and you kind of embrace your natural gift, it's like the key that unlocks the door to all the other gifts.
Do you feel evil spirits, or is that just in the movies when we hear about that stuff?
You know, I feel lower energy is the way that I would say it. Like, you know, you can walk into a room and you feel people that feel heavy, and then you feel people that feel light. Well, it's the same in the spirit world. There's a lighter energy, the angelic realm. There's a heavier energy, some of the more dense, heavier beings that have passed. So I don't call it evil, but that's how a lot of people relate to it.
Okay, yeah.
That's incredible. So, I mean,
you've got some cards with you?
Yeah, we have some cards, and we couldn't let you leave today without you know, getting that full experience.
Yes.
So, what am I doing here?
So here, let's just lay them out, and let's just have you pick one. See whichever one you feel pulled to. So what I mean by that is, don't just go, let me just do that. Let's just tune in and just see where you feel guided. Which one jumps out to you? Well, look at you. You knew exactly where you're going.
Yeah.
So what that tells me, first of all, is claircognizance is probably, when you get your intuition, you probably just know. You don't know where it comes from. It comes to you from out of the blue, but you just get a sense of something. Likely, especially with people.
Very much so, yeah.
Okay. So this is the card that you picked. So this is my Archangel deck, and in it, it's based on my book, Invoking the Archangels. So I have the different angels, and then I have a 9-step process to heal your heart. You picked a step, so that means you have to have some work to do.
Yeah. Oh dear, always, always.
And you picked choice, which means it's time to make a choice. So there is likely a situation where you have to decide one way or the other, and so choice simply means that it's time to choose instead of just kind of sitting and staying, and not choosing is also a choice. And it's so always reminding us to take action. So what I have is, like, there's a lot of different angel cards, like Archangel Uriel, who, you know, you have that beautiful pinkish reddish dress on, is the angel of transformation, transmutation, shifting a negative to a positive, which is, this is interesting because this is actually the angel that I see around you. That's the angel of vision. Tells me you're visual, you have visual experiences, dreams, things like that, but also you try to look for the bigger purpose. Sometimes you get stuck out in the future a little bit.
Wow.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, wow. I know Megan pretty well, so I'm like floored. I'm nailing this. This is
the
great.
Choice,
yes.
and then the
transformation.
Oops, was that a sign?
That's the book we're going to talk about.
That's the first one.
girl.
And you have an event coming up this weekend.
I do.
Yes, tell us about that.
I am actually speaking at the National Conference for the Parents of Murdered Children. And so basically I'm teaching a class on connecting with their loved ones that have passed. Very tender subject with that kind of an organization, and one that I've been honored to speak at for several years.
Amazing. So we can put the details up again. The 29th Annual Parents of Murdered Children Conference. It runs tomorrow through Sunday at the JW Marriott on North Rampart. Tickets will be available at the door. Call the number on your screen for more information. And switching gears